Introducing Passport Bros, your ultimate travel companion. Download the app for free and embark on a journey where your adventures not only become unforgettable memories, but also opportunities to earn. With Passport Bros, your travel content is more than just photos and videos. It's your ticket to a fully monetizable network of like-minded adventurers. Imagine making money from your travel stories. Post videos, share your experiences, and let the world be a part of your journey. But that's not all. Connect with travelers from around the globe, join co-ed groups, and make lasting friendships, perhaps even with foreign women who share your passion for exploration. And here's the best part. Store your earnings securely in your Passport Bros wallet. No hassle, no worries. Just seamless transactions wherever your travels take you. Looking for the best local experiences? Passport Bros has got you covered. Get personalized recommendations for tour guides, rentals, and the hottest clubs in town. Did we mention the app is absolutely free to download? That's right. Your passport to a world of adventure is just a click away. And here's the cherry on top. With Passport Bros, you can make money while exploring new places. Turn your passion for travel into a source of income, right from your mobile device. So what are you waiting for? Download Passport Bros now, share your journey, connect with fellow explorers, and let the adventure begin.
Download now on the App Store and Google Play.
All right, family, we live. What's going on? Let's see, we got everything going good. It's out the way. Guys, we got a hell of a show for you guys tonight. I know it's a little late than we usually start. Usually we start between anywhere between 1 p.m. to 4 or 6. But I really want to talk about this. Just came across, somebody sent me this maybe earlier today when I was at the gym, man. And I really want to talk about this. All right. I really want to talk about this. So we're going to chop it up tonight with the fellas about this. What up, Iman Perry? We up in here, man. We up in here. All right. We up in here. Yeah. What's going on, Change for the Better? What's good, everybody? We in here, man. We are in here. All right. Hold on. Let me get my screen together. Oh, I'll get out of that. Hold on, family. Where we at? Okay, we went to this rock. I'm trying to see the chat. There we go. What up, QB? What's good, QB? QB been at war lately, boy. Shout out to my man QB. QB in the building. Get my stuff situated real quick, man. I know QB had his own experience with that. You know what's interesting? Interesting enough, there are Colombian women here in San Domingo as well, and you will see them on the dating apps. By the way, Tinder. Let me see if I can pull it. Let me see if I can find this. Tinder just did a collaboration with Noon. I think it's called Noonlight. Yeah, the Noonlight app. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. For my guys that love Tinder. Okay, so my guys that love Tinder, they just did like a little collab. Let me pull this up on the screen real quick for you guys. I just saw this today. All right, somebody just sent me a screenshot. What up, Mo? Somebody just sent me a screenshot of them trying to take more security measures on the Tinder dating app, all right? So it says here in this article, Tinder users can now connect to Noonlight. I've known about Noonlight for a while now. We actually mentioned Noonlight. That's pretty much when you're able to press a button on your cell phone and it sends an alert to the police in your local area to pretty much track you and come to that location or follow where it's like an emergency. Like you dial like 911, you're saying, hey, I need help. Something's going wrong. A crime is being committed against me and I need your help. And it taps into wherever you at. As far as they say you're in Rio somewhere, you can literally just tap the little Noonlight button. Matter of fact, I have Noonlight on my phone as well. I've had it for like the last 3-4 years, actually. You tap it and it alerts the local police to come and get you because it's an emergency, right? So it says Tinder users cannot connect to Noonlight to share information about when, where, and who they are planning to meet up with. Okay, so it's different with Tinder. Noonlight will share that information with 911 and first responders on your behalf in the event you trigger an alarm using the Noonlight iOS app. Connect Noonlight to Tinder so you can add a badge to your chat threads and let people know you're protected by Noonlight. So I actually saw that when they screenshotted it to me. You will see like a little Noonlight by your profile picture to let the person that you're dating know that, hey, you are signed up with this service. Okay. And this is very important. This. I'm not gonna say it's a game changer because you still got to be aware. But I think this will help to a certain degree. All right. It says share where, when, and who you're meeting IRL in real life, basically via Noonlight timeline feature. Discreetly trigger emergency services if you're feeling uneasy or if you need for help. So it's pretty much discreet. You can kind of hit the button. You know, this could possibly save lives. I'm hoping that this saves lives because as you guys can see, guys are continuing to go down to Colombia. They're continuing to get drugged. It's to me, from being, having the Facebook group of 25-some thousand guys constantly going down to Colombia and everything. Me and the admins get either private stories that guys don't want to share, but they let us aware of their incidents. Like last time I was in Colombia, actually I was at the airport, and it was 3 guys. Actually, it was about 5 guys that had all got drugged in Medellin. They was on the way to Cartagena, I believe. They all got drugged like their second day there. And they was telling me, they was like, hey, man, we don't even do the pay for play thing. We don't even do the P for P thing. We were just partying, hanging out with some girls, that we thought were cool that we met online. And, they drugged all of us, basically. We were drinking and we all woke up with all our stuff going. So I was like, yeah, that's kind of what they're doing right now. It's not necessarily that guys are going out there looking for that. It's just that if you meet these women online that, you don't know if you're meeting a person from a criminal gang or what. And we've had these discussions many times before. I know, guys, it's getting old. But, I mean, I don't know how many times, we got to kind of tell you guys that, hey, man, you got to be extremely careful out there. You do have guys like myself who hasn't had any incidents out there. I've been out there for about 2 years off and on. I know guys has been out there 5 years, 10 years without incident. But one thing we don't really do is let anybody that we don't know really well or who's not connected through some type of social circle in our home. So we're not meeting girls on these dating apps or just randomly. However, unless we're meeting these girls through like for example, if my guy throwing a party, right? DJ J Jones in Medellin, and it's a party, what I'm going to do if I meet a young lady at his party, I'm going to say, Jay, do you know this girl? And he's going to say yay or nay. If he says nay, what I'm going to do is like, okay, let's make sure we take a picture of her and I'm going to send it to you just in case. And more than likely, that girl's not going to be coming home with me right away anyway. I'm going to get a number and we're going to talk and I'm going to say, hey, what do you do for a living? Things like that, like a little lightweight interview. And then I'm going to let her know that, yeah, it's crazy out here that people still keep getting drugged and scoped. Isn't that crazy? To let her know that I'm aware, number one, of the drugging, and number two, that I live here. Not even if I don't live there. Like you say, if I'm there for a couple of weeks or a month, in her eyes, she's going to think that I live here because I'm going to tell her, hey, I live here. Not only do I live here, I know everybody. I know everybody. I know the club owners. I know the DJs. I'm just not your normal guy who's kind of like in and out. I know everybody. That's going to kind of set that. If she's that type, that's going to kind of set like, okay, now he know where I work at. He know where I live at. He knows everybody. Let me pick an easier mark. All right. Yeah, so what they're doing now, shout out to QB for the first super chat of the night. What they're doing now, family. So QB Passport Flesh and $2 super chat says, Buddy knew this girl a while. She played a long game. When I first arrived in Colombia, I always have my friend Juan pick me up from the airport, right? Juan is actually like a pilot. Real good dude. And I hook him up with other guys who need rides from the airport, speaks fluent English and everything like that. And Juan told me, he said, hey, Aaron, you got to watch out. He calls me Faricio. He said, Faricio, you got to watch out now because these women are playing a long game and they're getting to know you. As they're getting to know you, they'll get out into your business of, how you make your money. They know a lot of guys, a lot of Americans got crypto and crypto wallets and everything. You're just a nomad. And then they'll, wait till you are relaxed and you trust them, and then they'll drug you, right? And that way they have all the information they need to give to the hackers to go through all your accounts and all that stuff like that. And it's funny, man, because I was even talking to, a Colombian American, and she was saying, oh, it's this, that, and the other. And I was like, no, these are actually not pros. These are not pros. And I don't like to get into the details or that working thing, but these are actually women that work for criminal gangs. These, what I'm saying? These are not the women that guys are trying to go after for the whatever. These are actually criminals that are doing this, that have 50, 60 people that they've drugged throughout the years, and either they're not getting caught or they're getting let go because of the payola system out there. And that's the God honest truth. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of times it's a slap on the wrist. Now, I do want to say this, all right? I do want to pull this story up right here. I know you guys are familiar with this story. Now, the story is in Portuguese, but you'll get the gist of it, basically. You'll get the gist of it because it is in captions. I want to point this up real quick. All right. Here we go. Where are you at? Right there. Okay. So I know you guys heard about these are the girls. The guy that was murdered out there, he was drugged with scope. I think this was about maybe going on 2 months ago. And one of the girls, they caught one of the girls right away. But they didn't catch the whole crew. Now they've caught the whole crew. So they not only have they caught the other girl that was involved in the drugging, they caught the crew as well. Believe it or not, they was trying to still use the man's credit cards. That's one of the guys right there that is working with. That's another lady in the background that got arrested out there in Rio. So shout out to the Rio Police Department for doing their job, following up, all right, investigating, finding where they at, tracking them down. And this is a whole little gang right there. You see the girls right there. All right, they were meeting guys, They were meeting guys in places like Lapa, which is a little different because, Lapa is not known for having, really working girls, anything like that. It's kind of like a liberal area where everybody just kind of goes out and party in Rio. All right. But that's the whole little crew right there. So usually it's a guy involved. I know in some cases, if you got to really watch these guys that drop these girls off at your location, or these guys just kind of hanging around as their friend or their cousin, you got to really be aware of them. All right. This is in Rio de Janeiro. Like I said, about 2 months ago, a very successful businessman went out there, met some women apparently in Lapa, and took them back to the house, and they drugged them. And unfortunately, he did not wake back up. So it's a very unfortunate event. And let me tell you guys, shout out to Rio, because at least with Rio, I can say that they pretty much investigated. They saw this story, went all over the world, and they said, you know what? This not a good look. We're going to follow up on this, and we're going to get these girls and lock these girls up for 20, 30 years. All right. So salute to Rio and the police out there in Rio, the investigators in Rio, for going ahead following up. Now, these girls did have a history of being, robbing dudes and being let go. That's not the first time they had been caught. But this time around, I do believe that these women, and this is all in Portuguese, guys, so I know you don't hear any audio, but, most of you are not going to understand it anyway. All right. But these are the girls right here. So it was a whole little crew that they're doing. And keep in mind, I want you guys to also keep in mind that these women are going to other places in South America. So these Colombian and Brazilian women, you will catch them. Not too much the Brazilians in Santo Domingo, but you are 100% to catch these girls and Colombian girls in Santo Domingo, and they will definitely drug people while they're out here, hop on that plane and head back to Colombia. So you got to be careful of that and be very aware of that. And a lot of times, if you have a very beautiful woman that's just randomly telling you, hey, I want to come over, I want to cook for you. No, I don't want to do this. I don't want to, I don't want to, go out or anything like that. I just want to come over. Be careful with that, especially if they're from Colombia. I'm just keeping it $1.50. I don't care if you call it stereotyping. Don't matter. All right. Your safety is the number one priority while you're overseas. All right. So just keep that in mind, family. Your safety matters extremely. Okay. Let me catch the super chat. Somebody said those chicks bad. I can't lie. Come on, Ozzy. Come on, man. Those are killers. Those are killers. You know, it was funny. I was talking to my man Andre Love Crossing Borders not too long ago, and we were talking about the nice guy, and we compared it. I said, man, listen, being a nice guy in a woman's eyes is like being a light that you're not really sexually attracted to a certain degree. All right. And I compared it to like women that are beautiful get away with a whole lot more because, you know, men are very visual. Women are kind of like what you kind of make them feel like what you say. But I was just kind of comparing that. So basically what to say is, yeah, these chicks are bad, but you got to still watch them. That's what I'm trying to say. You still got to watch them. You can't let their beauty hypnotize you into doing something stupid just because they're beautiful. And the more you travel, the more you overseas, guys, it'll start to be kind of normal. Like when I first got to Brazil, I was breaking my neck every single hour on the hour. But after a while, you know, that Brazil dime becomes a 7 because you've been out there so long. You're like, okay. Like when you first get out there, you're not even going to know what a real baddie is. Like you're not even going to know at first. You're going to assume because, you know, you're out there. She's exotic. She got the hair, the complexion that you guys like. She got the little body. Even though I always say that Brazilian women work out too goddamn much, in my opinion. Yeah, they work out fucking a zillion times a week, 3-4 hours. They always at the gym. But once you get out there, you'll start to realize, like, okay, like, you know, I thought she was a dime, but, you know, this is a dime, right? Somebody just another passport. Oh, man, y'all in here trolling. Get the trolls up out of here, man. This is a serious subject tonight, man. All right. Jamie Woods with the 5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says, I'm glad the brother is okay. Colombia is a great country, but the scoping is getting too out of hand. I'm sticking to Brazil. And you're very right, Jamie Woods. The Cinderella thing out there in Brazil, I'm going to be honest with you, it is like, even though I had a friend of mine who caught a woman trying to put something in his drink, that was very rare out there in my experience when I was out there. The last thing on my mind when I was in Brazil was getting scoped. I'll be honest with you. And I stayed in Brazil for close to a year, right? And it just wasn't stories, like that going on. So I do think that you are much safer in general in Brazil than you are in Medellin and in some cases Cartagena where his brother got drugged at. All right. Now we got 127 in the room. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. We're going to get right on into it. First, though, before I get to the video, let me pull them up real quick. And I'm going to start this from the beginning. I can't play that music. Let me all right. So it's kind of funny, man. I mean, it's not funny, but the dude was kind of bragging on TikTok before the incident because these are the exact women that end up drugging him. But before we get into it, guys, if you haven't already downloaded the Passport Bros app, definitely download the Passport Bros app. All right. It's a lot of information on it. It's a great resource center. You definitely want to be part of a community for when things like this happen. You'll kind of know what to do, who to tap into, and all that good stuff. So make sure you download the Passport Bros app. It's funny, man, because right now, you know, as you get older with these other social networks, I think when people in your circle or your family circle join these Facebooks and Instagrams, and you got to kind of let them into your account. It's almost just like I kind of had my own private world before you join. So, you know, now it's like I don't want to post now exactly what I post because I got my my godchildren looking at me, you know, my little baby sister looking at this, and it's like my grandma looking at this. So now it's like you really want to have that niche app where you can kind of do what you want, say what you want, post what you want, get information, ask the questions what you want in this niche Passport Bros app. So it's a whole dope community. And you got some real travelers in that community too. You got guys that's been to over 100 countries in there posting content. You know, as a matter of fact, let me pull this up. The cool thing about the app, man, is we did something that was somewhat revolutionary. I know it's not really being talked about like that, but on our app, all right, it's just not my app. You know, I got business partners that really put their first full foot forward on bringing this to light, is that it's a fully monetizable app. All right, it's a fully monetizable app, guys. So these are tips I'm sending out in red and that I'm receiving in green. So as you can see, you know, guys just in there Hey, that was a dope post. That was some good information, brother. He go $2-3 and stuff like that. And we also have tour guides coming on board as well. My man Hobson out there in Brazil, dopest tour guide in Brazil. Him and my man Obi, but I know Obi be back and forth to Switzerland. But dopest tour guide. I think you will have the best experience with my man Hobson. All right, he's on the app as well. He posts content and stuff like that. Let you guys know what's going on out there in Rio. If you're gonna hang with Hobson though, just be ready to really party and have a good time. Like, don't be, if you're one of those real conservative guys that's like, let's say you don't feel safe being in the barrio or nothing like that, then you might want to get one of them tour guys off of Airbnb or something that's going to give you the rule of the mill, watered down tour of Rio. But if you want a real, if you want the real, and Hobson's in the Facebook group too, you can find them in there. Hobson, ROBSON. All right, you can find him in the Facebook group too. I'm just giving my man a shout out. A lot of people have already kind of connected with him. You're going to really get that dope experience. All right. All right, so let me go ahead and play this video. Appreciate the super chat once again, Jamie Woods. Let me go ahead and play this video real quick for the fam. Now, this is him, and I can't play the music because he got some strange music playing in here. But this is him. Basically the women said that they wanted to come over and cook. And to be honest with you, that is somewhat of a normal thing. I've had women come over and cook before. And this is the thing. I don't know if this is a sad thing, but when I was in Colombia the first time living during COVID, there was none of this stuff going on. It might have been going on. I heard stories about this, but for the most part, this wasn't most guys' experience because it was kind of normal for a Colombian woman to want to come over and cook for you. It was normal to say, hey, let's go to what's the store out there? The De Uno, right? Or the Éxito. And we do our little shopping, and then she cook you a traditional Colombian meal. That was kind of normal. Nowadays, I'll be very careful on that. All right, especially in cities like Cartagena in Colombia. All right, so this is the here. So he's doing this thing. He got one chick out there cooking. All right, and he has one on the balcony right there. All right, and I believe the one on the balcony is the one that drugged him. Well, that was the one that he was communicating with, who said she wanted to bring a friend. Now, let me tell you guys, all right? Let me go get into a story in a second. We got 150 in the room. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. Let me tell you, it is not a normal thing for Colombian women to want to do the whole group thing with you, like the whole, hey, it's just me and my homegirl, we're going to come over. That's not really, Colombian women are extremely jealous, bro. They do not like sharing. At any moment, any point in time, they're men, all right, or somebody they truly interested in, right? They don't even want their real homegirls really around you if they see you have some form of a value, because women gonna be women no matter where you at. And if you're a man of value or a man that can help them or elevate them through life, they're gonna want that all for themselves. So one of the big red flags is if she mentions to you, oh, I want to bring a friend over. Now, it might be different if she says, hey, I'll meet with you, but I have my friend or my sister or my cousin with you while we out and about going to get some ice cream or something. That's different. I've done that as well, 2, 3, that's a normal thing because she might be, hesitant to meet you solo dolo out there. So that's normal. But if it's a situation to where they want to go back to your home, that should be trigger a red flag right there. All right, so let's get into my man's video real quick. Pull it up.
For the first time.
All right, so this is my man. He's been going viral lately on TikTok. He's pretty popular. He did a video about sisters being out there in Cartagena that he tried to stop from getting scammed and help pay their bill. So ever since then, this guy's been going pretty viral for the most part. Let's see what he got to say. And this is kind of a very unfortunate story before I get into it, man. Like I said, we're not criticizing him or anything like that. But it's important that we listen to his story, and I want to thank the brother because I don't know him personally, but I do want to thank the brother for putting this out there, letting people know what happened to him, because this is very difficult to do. Most of the guys in the group that get drugged or get robbed, I saw a video 2 days ago of a guy, pretty much getting drugged and robbed, and he didn't want to share it with anybody, and that's understandable. But I do want to appreciate him for kind of putting this out there.
I am sad to say that I have been.
Let me guys know if you guys can hear this in the chat.
Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you the story. But But you already know, I live in Colombia. I always told myself it would never happen to me because I'm never really into anything. I don't go clubbing. I don't do a lot of stuff. I don't invite a lot of people over. But you know that video before this that I'm talking about a woman cooking? Well, there was a woman that was so adamant on cooking for me. She liked me. I want to cook for you, show you something different. She literally, I stood her up a couple times. She eventually got here and she brought one of her friends. And her friend was a little thick too. It was cool. They both was all on me. Man, shoot, you would have swore there was a threesome coming. I'm playing some music. I'm chilling. But little did I know, I'm being plotted on. While her friend was, pretty much distracting me, she was pouring all the scopolamine into the food. I had no idea. I just thought it was a regular day. But I always told you guys never invite two back. So I went against my own rules. So I have nobody to blame but myself. But they put so much scopolamine in that food that the doctors told me I should have died. Nobody should have been able to live past that. So I'm just really blessed to be here. And this is not a dig at Colombia. Colombia, I love Colombia. 99% of the time it's been absolutely amazing, except for a couple times. I'm just happy to be alive. And I know people are going to laugh at me. I know people are going to make videos about me. I came here to give you guys the raw, and I came here to keep you guys as safe as possible. Watch your drinks. Watch your food. I'm still trying to recover. She got in on everything. Emptied all my accounts, took my laptop, my computers, broke my computer over here. It's in the shop now, just trying to get information into my accounts. I've been constantly trying to get my information back all day. I've recovered some, but I've lost a lot. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be alright. So, hope you guys have a great day. And I thank you guys for following me. And as you know, I live in Colombia.
Okay. I'm gonna play the video again. Don't worry, guys. Some of you guys say you couldn't hear the video. I think I have it up as loud as possible, fam. I don't know if I can get it no louder. Okay, you say he's low. Okay, apologies on that. That's as loud as this will go. Unfortunately. All right. But I will play the video again. Yeah, they put a lot of scope in this stuff, man. They probably try to measure him. He's a big dude, looks like a big guy. So these is not, doctors or anything like that. They just kind of just do a whole bunch of stuff. A guy that I know, a former NFL player, this dude has to be about 6'4", 6'5", all about maybe 300, solid, big. Like I say, former lineman in the NFL. First night in Medellin got drugged, and keep in mind he's coming from Brazil where the 3-4 women is kind of normalized out there. In Colombia is not. And he got drugged. They put it in his food because he doesn't drink. They put it in his food. And luckily, they didn't put enough so he was able to get them out of his apartment. He was able to kind of recognize that he was been drugged, and he was able to push them out and slam the door on them to get him out of this apartment. All right? Somebody said audio was great. You're talking low. Don't worry. I'm going to play it again. Come on, Greg S. Greg S. always trolling, bro. Come on, bro. All right? Yeah, basically they poisoned him, man. Yeah, they poisoned him. Somebody said you still heard him. Are these guys capped for the clout? Okay. Listen. All these guys aren't capping. That's what happens. I'm sure that it's been a few that have probably made up stories. But in my opinion, I don't think these guys are that creative. I think these incidents really happened. Plus, they put the pictures of the matter of fact, let me pull it up. This is the picture of the girl. So if it's Cap family, then why, you kind of putting her out there like that? If it's Cap, you just ruining her image. That's the picture of the lady that was out on the balcony right there. Right? That's her right there. So you're ruining her image if you just capping trying to get views. That don't even make any sense right there. I could see if he didn't put him out there like that, but he did. All right. Y'all want to do a panel tonight, man, because I don't see how y'all say that he capping. I honestly don't see how he's capping. He put the girl picture out there. I could see if he didn't mention the girl picture or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I think he was showing him being in the hospital in one of his videos. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken. All right, you guys just trolling me, man. All right, I'm gonna play it. Don't worry, I'm gonna play the video again. Let me play the video one more time. All right, it's nothing cap about this. So let me play the video one more time. Hold on. And apologies is the audio is low. He is speaking a little low, but I have the audio up high as it can get. All right, here we go. He says, "I was the victim." Right, and once again, we don't want to play the music, but here you go. That's one of them. And the one y'all just saw in that photo, she was out there in the balcony. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's her right here. Hold on. And it's weird because, as you can see, he just kind of showed like a glimpse of him. He didn't really show. It's almost like they didn't really want to be on video. So that's kind of that's another suspect thing. If they don't want to be on video, that kind of lets you know, like, why don't you want to be on video if we just kind of just doing this thing? Because all the girls that cook for me hopped on video quick, dancing all in the kitchen and stuff like that. So if you don't want to be on video, that should send you a red flag as well. So red flag number one, 2 women that's supposed to be interested in you in Colombia, it's no go. Brazil, it's a go. Brazil, full steam ahead. Colombia, red flag. Red flag number 2, they don't want to be on video. You got one all out there in the dark, kind of by herself, not participating, not vibing out with you. She's just kind of doing her own thing. This is her right here. You pull her up. This is the young lady right there. Okay, that's the one on the balcony. All right, so we're gonna play the video one more time.
I'm sad to say that I have been scoped for the first time. Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you the story, but you already know. I live in Colombia. I always told myself it would never happen to me because I'm never really into anything. I don't go clubbing. I don't do a lot of stuff. I don't invite a lot of people over. But you know that video before this that I'm talking about, a woman cooking? Well, there was a woman that was so adamant on cooking for me. She liked me. I want to cook for you, show you something different. She literally, I stood her up a couple times. She eventually got here and she brought one of her friends. Her friend was a little thick too. It was cool. They both was all on me. Man, shoot, you would have swore there was a threesome coming. I'm playing some music. I'm chilling. But little did I know, I'm being plotted on. While her friend was, pretty much distracting me, she was pouring all the scopolamine into the food. I had no idea. I just thought it was a regular day. But I always told you guys never invite 2 back. So I went against my own rules. So I have nobody to blame but myself. But they put so much scopolamine in that food that the doctors told me I should have died. Nobody should have been able to live past that. So I'm just really blessed to be here. And this is not a dig at Colombia. I love Colombia. 99% of the time it's been absolutely amazing, except for a couple times. I'm just happy to be alive, and I know people are gonna laugh at me. I know people are gonna make videos about me. I came here to give you guys the raw, and I came here to keep you guys as safe as possible. Watch your drinks, watch your food. I'm still trying to recover. She got in on everything, emptied all my accounts, took my laptop, my computers, broke my computer over here. It's in the shop now, just trying to get information into my accounts. I've been constantly trying to get my information back all day. I've recovered some, but I've lost a lot. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be alright. So, hope you guys have a great day. And I thank you guys for following me. And as you know, I live in Colombia.
All right, people are asking what's his channel. Let me see if I see his channel on the screenshot. Actually, I don't see his channel. Let me see if I can find his TikTok. Matter of fact, let me pull his TikTok. I'm gonna drop it in the chat, guys. This is his TikTok. Now, somebody mentioned black guys. Let me pull this other guy up too. Now, hold on. It's just not brothers getting banged up in Colombia. Colombia doesn't discriminate. Trust me, it doesn't discriminate. Now, it was interesting when I first moved out there. I remember that it was mostly like Asians and Europeans that were getting robbed and drugged, and they was kind of leaving their brothers alone until the brothers went out there throwing money, kind of putting in people's faces, wearing Gucci shirts and Versace shirts. Because some of the brothers, at least when I was out there, it was mostly military and IT guys that were kind of low key and out the way. But when the brothers came in with the stunting and throwing money all up in the pocket areas and all that, or Yaris Park rather, you know what I mean? When they started doing all that, that's when they was just like, hey, wait a minute, these, they kind of black, they black, but these little niggas got money. So wait a minute, like we got to throw them in the category of the Europeans and the Asians now. All right. Now this right here, this story that I'm about to pull up, this part could be possibly capped. Let me show you this one right here. All right, this is guys. Some of you guys have seen them. I think World Star had this on. All right, so here's this guy right here.
It's the start now while you don't know shit and get better at everything. I'm going to learn more Spanish. I'm going to travel smarter. I'm going to learn more about myself and grow as a better person and content creator. But I started when I didn't know shit, bro, and I figured it out along the way. People want to figure it out before you get started. And book the ticket, eat the mushroom, and enjoy your life, homie.
All right.
Robbed in Colombia. Well, technically, extortion failed. They tried to take me to an ATM. I was hanging out with these guys for over an hour. We smoked, we drank, and then they took me to the mall, and they're like, you got to pay for protection. I'm like, I'm not paying for protection. And then I went to a security guard, and these people were like, you're in the cartel now. Like, this is cartel business. The full video is on my YouTube explaining more. But yeah, I just emptied everything in my pocket and was like, please let me go. And I guess it worked. They're probably still looking for me, but Rob.
So I got a question. Like, why did it take your cell phone, bro? You on a brand new iPhone walking in the street. I mean, it looks like a nice phone from the video. They didn't take your phone? That's the first thing they're gonna take. Now I have heard of guys going down to like Central and being shook down, talking about you got to pay for protection. I have seen that. As a matter of fact, my very first incident in Colombia, I haven't told this story in quite some time. A guy I had recently met out there. We're still real good friends to this day. He was in Central. He calls me up. I'm sitting at the house chilling. He calls me up. He's like, yo, Ferris, man, I'm out here in Central. I'm like, what you doing in Central, bro? It's getting kind of late. I was told we shouldn't be in Central late. He was like, nah, I'm good. I got these Venezuelans from, hanging out with me. I'm just kind of, they taking care of me. They just say I gotta, pay for protection, basically. I'm like, you paying for protection? So I'm like, nah, bro, you being gently robbed right now. So I go out there, I go out there and I meet my man. Like, hey, bro, I was concerned. He's one of them guys, and shout out to him, man. Like, there's no knock on him, but he's naive. He's very naive, So I go out there, go to Central, I pull up, and I find them, and I see these little two Venezuelan dudes tatted up, face tats and all of them, and they pretty much following us. Like, now me and him kind of hanging out, and I'm like, I gotta play this smooth. So I'm trying to tell them, what was I saying to them in Spanish? I totally forgot. Basically, like, we good, bueno, we good. Like, here's some beers, just kind of go about your way and everything like that. So we walking, and they kind of like start to pull back a little bit. They kind of start to get like, yo, my man ain't paying you shit, basically. Like, nah, we not doing that. Y'all kind of just scat off. We're gonna walk this way. Y'all can walk that way. So we're walking, and I got my phone in my hand like this. All of a sudden, this chick, scream out something about my phone. I'm just like, what? I'm like, this bitch talking about. So we cut into this little diner, right? And I remember, because this guy saved our ass. It was a black Colombian dude, black Paisa dude. But anyway, we walked into this diner, and all of a sudden, we get swarmed by a bunch of Venezuelans, bro. I mean, just swarmed by a bunch of Venezuelans. Had to be at least, I'm not exaggerating, had to be at least 7 or 8 of them, tatted up, straight street niggas all the way down. And this is one dude that comes out. He might be about 5'7", 5'8", but he's the bigger one out of all of them because the rest of them were kind of small. If they weren't small, they were kind of skinny and shit. He was kind of getting up on me, and he was like, basically like, give me his cell phone because I was recording. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I wasn't recording nothing. What I'm recording? I just got my phone in my hand because I don't want one of y'all motherfuckers to pickpocket me, basically. Right? I had like these little army fatigue, little pants, Nike pants, trying to look cool and shit. So it's really easy for somebody to come back and, snatch your joints out. So we in there kind of going back and forth, and the black Paiza guy comes from behind the counter that worked there, and he was just like, hey, he's a gringo. He said he wasn't recording, and they was insisting on me giving them my phone. And I'm like, I'm not giving you my phone, bro. It's not happening. In hindsight, I should have gave Buddy my phone. To be honest with you, I should just said, they had us, right? Fuck, we got. But I'm still kind of new, freshly out from Atlanta. I'm still, kind of, just shell shocked to a certain degree. So I'm just going at it like I would be going at it like I'm in Atlanta. Wrong move on my part. I look for my friend. He's nowhere to be found. It's just me now. Straight up on everything. He said he was behind. I think he might have been behind me. I didn't see it because I'm looking at every angle. I'm trying to put my back up against the register, basically, so nobody can come from behind me, right? Now, the black Paiza Colombian brother, he's calming everybody down. He's like, look, he's standing in front of the other guy. He's like, hey, go, go, go. And they walk out the diner because he's basically getting him out the diner. And I'm like, damn. Then I see my homeboy. I'm like, okay, hell you been at, bro? Like, fuck. Look, I was standing behind him, bro. I was like, okay, bro. So we in the diner, we've been closed off, and I'm like, all right, we gotta get up. We gotta get up out of here. So I remember one of my friends telling me, Drew, right? Story time, Drew. I remember one of my friends telling me that he said, hey, man, if you get in any incident downtown or in Colombia, run to the middle of the street in between all the cars. And I'm like, okay, let's go, bro. So we go outside and we do exactly that. We go into the middle of the street, and it was some Colombian guys or some Venezuelan guys actually that turned out being cool that saw the whole incident. And they were actually cool. They were kind of pushing them off like us because we had already called the Uber. Or matter of fact, the Uber. It was happened to be a taxi. And we just kind of waiting for the taxi to kind of pull up. So we kind of in the middle of the street. And it was two Venezuelan guys that were actually cool. They were in the diner when the shit was going down. I can tell if they was on our side. I thought they was part of that guy's crew that was trying to shake us down for my cell phone. But it turns out, that they were actually kind of cool, was trying to help the situation. So it was the black Colombian dude, and it was two cool, I guess, Venezuelan dudes that just wasn't having it, at least not in that diner or in that particular area. So that was the biggest incident I got into while I was in Colombia, and that was like the first month I was there. All right. Nah, Jason, I never got scoped, bro. I never got scoped. All right. I don't know what the hell. Guys, get these trolls out the chat, man. Come on, man. Like, please, guys, trolls, get the trolls out. All right. D South Crown 35 with the $5 super chat says, if you go to Thailand, you come across a Colombian chick that wanted to chill with you, would you trust her? Yeah, of course. It's Thailand. It's Thailand. But in San Domingo, no. Hell no. Not in San Domingo. I'd be like, nice try. Nice try. Right? Because what they doing in San Domingo? That's the question. Why y'all out here? Colombia, where the money at? Why y'all out here? This is where all the casinos is at, though. This is a lot of people don't know this about San Domingo. It's like casinos all down this block. Like it's casinos everywhere. So y'all know what kind of goes on in the casinos and shit. So maybe they doing their thing in the casino or something, but listen, I wouldn't trust it personally. CC says, BMG, you done stuff overseas. I admit that. Like, listen, I'm a human being, bro. Like, this was within my first month of being overseas. Yeah, I 100% admit that I have done some dumb things and been overseas for almost 5 years. Yes, I will 100% agree with you there. All right. But I never made any major mistakes. I don't know how fast I could have said that story full circle. All right. All right. All right. Let me go through the chat because I don't know what I don't know. I need to get some more admins out here, man. Get your ass up out of here. I got like professional trolls. All right. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. You do have Colombians out here vacationing. That's very true. That's very true. All right. We ain't here deep. You know what? I'll drop a link. I'm not gonna be here too long. I really want to keep this like under 30 minutes. But if somebody wants to pull up real quick and maybe tell their story or something like that, or anything like that, I'll drop a link real quick. I was trying to keep this under 30 minutes. But let me go ahead and drop a link since we in here heavy. Y'all in here heavy at night, 200 people in the room. All right. Benji, I thought you guys stuck up in Colombia. They didn't stick me up, man. Shout out to my man and his girl. They were right there. It was a little dude that walked up to me on not Calle Diaz. It was La Setenta. Yeah, it was La Setenta. And a dude walked up with me. This dude walked up with me with a little mask on, trying to shake me down, I guess. I had my bag on that night, though. I had my little shoulder bag on. So he was trying to shake me down. But it was the worst possible person I've been with for him, because the dude I was with is damn near like a Navy SEAL. So I felt sorry for dude. I was like, hey, dude, please, like. And his girl was my man, girl, wife now was kind of like shouting at him to get the fuck on in Spanish and shit. Like, you don't want this with this guy. Like, this guy can, he can hit a pressure point and just have your ass like this. You know what I mean? And the craziest thing, my man not even that big, but boy, he'll get you. He'll get you on out of there. It's so funny because we had a situation one time where it was this street dude from New Orleans or something. You could tell he had the time. And he stepped on. No, my man asked him, could he get a shot? My man asked him, the Navy SEAL guy asked him, we was all having a great time. This is when Parker was popping, none of that scope bullshit. Everybody was chilling. My man, the Navy SEAL guy, asked him if he could pay him to take a shot out of his bottle, because my man had bought a bottle in the club, and you can leave with your bottle. So he had a big bottle of Patron, and this dude was ripped. Like, this dude he had to do it, because I could tell prison built. Like, this dude was prison built, and he started snapping on the Navy SEAL dude for asking, to take pay him to take a shot at the bottle. And I'm sitting here like this, like, I'm like, bro, this is not the guy. Like, this ain't the guy. And the Navy SEAL dude was so calm and just took it like he just didn't say nothing. He was just like, all right, bro, I was just trying to ask you I could pay you for a little shot. It ain't that serious. And Buddy was getting on him. The street nigga was talking shit. And the Navy SEAL dude was just like calm and collect, bro. Like, he ain't even, and I'm sitting here like talking to a killer right now. Like, you talking shit to a killer right now. This dude can literally get you out the game before you even know what's going on. And he always keep the little switch up on the little switchblade on him, like, so he know what boom boom to get you at, stick you at. It's over with. All right. Oh my God, this got to be the dumbest question. I can't even pronounce your name, dude. BMT, do you think it might be a good idea for Passport Bros to start consuming scopolamine in smaller doses to develop immunity? No, that's a good try. He's one of them drug. He's probably one of the guys that be drugging dudes out there. All right, but you can take that right there, man. If you plan on going out, meditating and drinking, you can take some activated charcoal that'll help soak up any type of poisons that you might possibly consume, including the alcohol. All right. Matter of fact, one of my military buddies put me on this maybe like a decade ago when we was drinking, and we had the stuff to do in the morning. Right. So yeah, that's activated charcoal. You can take that. That's everywhere. You can buy it pretty much everywhere. All right. Order it. That and some probiotics before you trip over the Medellin. Before you go out drinking with the buddies, take a few capsules, and maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll give you a little time to kind of get them out your crib, or to try to hit some emergency button, noon light on your Tinder app or something. All right. But no, do not be taking small doses of scopolamine. And no, I've never been drugged, by the way. All right. Yeah, I don't know why they just letting the trolls rock it here tonight. I have no idea. Yeah, it was prison built, Jay Short. You know what prison built is? With your chest out here like this. I mean, come on. It was prison built, man. Shit, my brother came out of prison. He went in there a stream beam and came out He-Man. I was like, damn, bro, what you been lifting up in there? You know? That be them push-ups. You know, them boys be doing like 800 to 1,000 push-ups a day. They do 5. Boom, 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 boom. You do 5, I do 5. Boom, 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 boom. Matter of fact, my brother had me right got me right real quick with them prison workouts. Somebody said that's Zed troll account. Shout out to Zed, man. You don't think Navy SEALs travel? Nigga, like, what you talking about? Hey, you got to understand this space. See, this is the problem with you guys, some of you guys in these travel spaces that don't travel a lot. You got the military guys travel the most. The military guys travel. The most guys travel are IT guys. They up there, right? The IT guys, the remote workers that's making like a lot of money. They're up there. But the military guys, you're definitely going to run into a lot of military guys, especially if you're living. What up, Jay? Now, what up, man? Okay, I got you. Can I rent you right? I don't know if I can rent you right now. All right. But yeah, you're gonna have some, you got some guys out here in these spaces, bro, that you'll be surprised. Like, you got some combat veterans out there, bro. Like, real talk. And some of them won't even tell you. You got to be watching who you are not necessarily associating with, but don't think it's not no highly trained individuals out here in these travel spaces, brother. Don't think that for one moment. Do not think that. Especially in Colombia, because in Colombia, a lot of police get trained by ex-military personnel. Okay? Colombia has a lot of different types of units that get trained by ex-military Americans. A lot of them are already retired. So yeah, you're gonna run into some dudes. Definitely gonna run into some dudes. What up, good time? Good time, Grego. What up, man? The number one mod ain't modding tonight. He let them rock. All right. Yeah, block him, J. Clyde. Get these dudes up out of here. Oh, I forgot to drop the damn link. Let me drop a link real quick. I had one guy always I call him Bizarrio Passport Bro. That's what I'm going to call a player with a passport. Bizarrio Passport Bro. He's always speaking on the opposite. He just said he walks around with a Rolex and a gold chain in Medellin, don't have any issues. Don't be around me with that. Please don't come around me with jewelry. All right. Somebody said units in the city, Shawty Low. All right, I just dropped the link in the chat, man, if you guys want to pull up for a moment. If not, you know, I'm gonna let y'all, you know, you're welcome to come on for the next maybe 2-3 minutes, or else I'm gonna get on up out of here because it's getting late. And okay, by the way, I got a show, and this is gonna be a big show. This is gonna be pretty much an open panel show from the jump because I want your guys' opinions. Let me see if I can pull up the thumbnail. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me see where's the thumbnail. Yeah, right here. I think I gotta delete something. Let me delete this overlay, and let me see. I want your guys' opinion on this, man, because this is kind of a big subject, and we've been kind of discussing it. Shout out to my man Cardell, who mentioned this in the group. I want your guys' opinion on this right here. All right? I want your guys' opinion on, is hip-hop destroying these foreign countries? Is the hip-hop influence destroying foreign countries? Not now, tomorrow. We're going to do this tomorrow at, I believe I got it scheduled for 4 p.m. All right, if I'm not at the pool. All right, I want your guys' opinion on this. As you can see, you got the Asian, like hip-hop is big in all these countries. I believe there's some pluses and some minuses. We're going to talk about it. All right, hip-hop is a very powerful arm of Black American culture. It's went all over the world, and it does come with a certain influence, all right? especially hip hop now. Now, luckily, in some of these cities like Medellin, they are in love with old hip hop, classic hip hop. That's the cool thing, especially in Medellin. Not so much in Thailand. In Thailand, they up to date with what's going on. They got Rolling Loud, the concerts. They like on that little dirt bullshit, right? But I will say in Medellin, in particular, they kind of up to date on the classic, more like Tupac, Biggie. They love Snoop Dogg out there, especially in Brazil. They love Snoop in Brazil as well. All right, they got that type of 90s hip hop that they really love in South America. But in Thailand and Asia, they up on the trap rap heavy. They got their own trap rap in Japan. All right, I'm sitting there in a room in a small bar out there, and there's some Japanese guys in there, and they start playing, their music, their Japanese trap music, and it was actually pretty goddamn good. I'm not gonna hold you. I was kind of surprised. I was just like, damn, that shit go. No, honestly, I'm from Atlanta. I can tell you, like, I wouldn't tell you your shit sucked, but like I've been heard that song, that little song. What's the song? I can't even say the words. The dun 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 dun. It's something like that, but I've been heard that years ago. All right, it's going viral in America right now. The little song. I forgot the name of it. So I'll play it tomorrow. I'll pull it up tomorrow though. All right. All right, hold on. I got a first time. Hold on, let me pull this up. This is gonna be very controversial. All right. My man, Good Time Grego in the building. Let me give him the big screen real quick.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, so I mean, I'm kind of late on the show, but I'm not very surprised that this guy, after talking all that stuff about Colombia and how you can go down there and do all this kind of stuff, the target was already on him, man. You already know that.
So you think it was kind of like because of his social media to a certain degree?
That dude was telling everything that you could allegedly supposedly do down there. And not us, but you know what I'm saying? But you don't think that these people got social media too, man. And these people got people who live down there that tell them. So yeah, I'm not surprised.
That's crazy. Man, let me ask you this, man. Now, you've been to Colombia so many times. I mean, you're constantly going back and forth. Do you think it's safer? Do you think you can move a certain way that you won't have any incidents in Colombia?
Yeah, absolutely. I go to Colombia almost every month for the past 5 years, and I feel more safe in Colombia than I do in Atlanta, Georgia. I do. Just because, like the mayor says, you go down there and do what you're supposed to do, you'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just common sense. Everybody that goes down there and has a problem is all of us. It always like, I knew that I wasn't supposed to do this, but I did. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you can't control the motor boys, don't get me wrong with that. But everything else is always user error.
All right, so you think that, did you see the story? You see the video?
Which one? No.
The video. You didn't see this one right here?
No. I just got in.
I'm sad to say that
let me play this real quick for you. Can you hear it?
First time.
Yeah.
I am sad to say that I have been scoped for the first time. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you the story, but you already know. I live in Colombia. I always told myself it would never happen to me because I'm never really into anything. I don't go clubbing. I don't do a lot of stuff. I don't invite a lot of people over. But you know that video before this that I'm talking about a woman cooking? Well, there was a woman that was so adamant on cooking for me. She liked me. I want to cook for you, show you something different. She literally, I stood her up a couple times. She eventually got here and she brought one of her friends. And her friend was a little thick too. It was cool. They both was all on me. Man, shoot, you would have swore there was a threesome coming. I'm playing some music. I'm chilling. But little did I know, I'm being plotted on. While her friend was, pretty much distracting me, she was pouring all the scopamine into the food. I had no idea. I just thought it was a regular day. But I always told you guys never invite two back. So I went against my own rules. So I had nobody to blame but myself. But they put so much scopamine in that food that the doctors told me I should have died. nobody should have been able to live past that. So I'm just really blessed to be here. And this is not a dig at Colombia. Colombia, I love Colombia. 99% of the time it's been absolutely amazing, except for a couple times. I'm just happy to be alive, and I know people are gonna laugh at me. I know people are gonna make videos about me. I came here to give you guys the raw, and I came here to keep you guys as safe as possible. Watch your drinks, watch your food. I'm still trying to recover. She got in on everything, emptied all my accounts, took my laptop, my computers, broke my computer over here. It's in the shop now, just trying to get information into my accounts. I've been constantly trying to get my information back all day. I've recovered some, but I've lost a lot. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be alright. So, hope you guys have a great day. And I thank you guys for following me. And as you know, I live in Colombia.
Okay, what you think about that, Grego?
Bro, that was a scripted video to try to get more clout. I mean, like, that's just the things that he knows to do. Like everything that he said is the things that people, especially if you live in Colombia, those are things you know not to do. All right, I took notes. He stood her up. You don't think these chicks get salty about that kind of stuff? I allegedly stood her up. I let her cook for me. She brought a friend. Everybody knows you don't bring friends in Colombia unless you know these people. Threesome. Bro, come on, man. Like, I mean, like, sometimes people just be thirsty for like any kind of attention, right? Like people always, like, the thing is people don't care about the truth if the lie is more entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't at this point, I don't feel sorry for nobody that get hit up with a chick in Colombia, because everybody is fine that's telling you what not to do. So if you do it, like, with the information that you have, good for you. Hats off to them. I hope they continue to rob. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's my division. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know, if it's somebody that don't watch YouTube, and I mean, come on, this is a social media driven era. All the information is out there. I don't know anybody who's going to get on the plane and just say, you know what? I'm going to try Colombia without doing any kind of research. Maybe some people do. I seriously doubt it. All the information is out there that tells you what not to do with these chicks. I actually know chicks that
Danger. Dangerous Atlanta.
I allegedly know some chicks that will partake in that information. And they tell me they know, because they watch YouTube, how to capitalize off of men that come from the United States, because they know that allegedly the chicks don't cater to them. So when they come to Medellin and they want to feel like a king, they know how to rob them. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, you know, he's not getting this kind of treatment. So we already know what to do to go ahead and get this person. So I don't know, man. It's just like all the information has been out there for years. So if you go down there and go against it, I've even had a homeboy that went down there that I told everything not to do, and he found one thing to do to still get robbed. He didn't do any of the stuff that we know, but he rented a Sprinter and a like a S500 Mercedes with a driver in a suit and a Rolex. In Bogota, they pulled up to him. Give me that. I said, bro, you went and found the whatever way that I didn't tell you to get robbed, bro. He said, yeah, you didn't tell me that one. I said, well, I guess I have to tell the next person, because, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't expect you to do that. But, like, he's just flashy like that. I mean, we got a story that I tell you all the time. And I'll keep it short. I know you're trying to get off here. I was at Medellin Airport. You know, I don't care about people, but this guy had this chain around his neck about that big, and it was a park bench. Huh? Yeah, it's a park bench, and it had his name on it and all that. 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. Give me one.
Okay. Shout out my man Grego in the building. Shout out my man Grego coming in. I can't call that cap, family. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that the guy's capping. You know.
Hold up, I gotta write this check and I gotta get off here. But
okay, go ahead.
I was like, he had a chain on with his name on it. It's like Jeff or something, whatever it was. And I said, take off before you get out of the airport. He's like, man, fuck this shit. I'm from, sorry. He's like, man, whatever. I live in New York. I'm big Queens, whatever. I got Colombians around me. I said, bro, it's different. So that night, I'm coming. Give me 1 second, please. No. So he was just like, yo, and I seen him at the club. No. Yes. 1 second. So Jay Clyde was like, hey, I seen the dude you was telling me about. And I said, okay, cool. So the next day we was at Sweet Georgia Cafe. Dude had on him and he had his bags. I was like, what's up? He said, man, I'm going to Dominican Republic. I was like, why? He was just like, I don't like it here. I was like, where your chain at? He just looked at me and rolled his eyes. He's like, yeah, they got it. I was just like, yo, I told you, bro. But I got to go, man. I got to pay these people, man. I'm at work.
Okay, bro. Peace. Holla at you.
Yes, sir.
It's my man, Good Time Grego, travel veteran in the building. All right, guys. That's been an excellent show, man. We're going to go ahead and get on out of here. Excellent show once again, guys. Be safe while in Colombia. And if you're free tomorrow, make sure to tap into the discussion is hip-hop destroying other countries, all right? Big discussion that we're having tomorrow. All right, fam? Also download the Passport Bros app. We are out. Peace.
Passport Bros, your ultimate travel companion. Download the app for free and embark on a journey where your adventures not only become unforgettable memories, but also opportunities to earn. With Passport Bros, your travel content is more than just photos and videos. It's your ticket to a fully monetizable network of like-minded adventurers. Imagine making money from your travel stories. Post videos, share your experiences, and let the world be a part of your journey. But that's not all. Connect with travelers from around the globe, join co-ed groups, and make lasting friendships, perhaps even with foreign women who share your passion for exploration. And here's the best part. Store your earnings securely in your Passport Bros wallet. No hassle, no worries. Just seamless transactions wherever your travels take you. Looking for the best local experiences? Passport Bros has got you covered. Get personalized recommendations for tour guides, rentals, and the hottest clubs in town. Did we mention the app is absolutely free to download? That's right. Your passport to a world of adventure is just a click away. And here's the cherry on top. With Passport Bros, you can make money while exploring new places. Turn your passion for travel into a source of income, right from your mobile device. So what are you waiting for? Download Passport Bros now, share your journey, connect with fellow explorers, and let the adventure begin.
Download now on the App Store and Google Play.